I'm hoping that Natalya is able to channel this unfortunate energy she's had come her way and make Ruby Riott pay for everything she's done.
And again, Ruby mocking Natalya. Ruby now from behind.
Ruby Riott feels absolutely no remorse for what she's done. She feels like this is a necessary evil to gain a mental advantage over Natalya.
And as I mentioned before, Corey, she believes that she's had to fight her way to get to this this place here in WWE.
It's not just a belief, though. Whoa, look out.
Look at Natalya now. Gonna have to deal with not only Ruby Riott, but Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan at ringside.
Anyone who thinks that nobody else here has had to fight for their position's dead wrong. Natalya's had to work.
Liv Morgan on the outside.
Natalya spent time up in Canada and Japan before she ever got a chance here in WWE.
Oh! Kick right to the ribs, of course. Well documented that Natalya is the lone woman graduate of the Hart Family Dungeon. And Liv and Sarah pull the table ever so closer to the ring.
Gotta wonder about the X factor, of course, of Liv Morgan.
Oh! And Natalya sends Ruby flying, and she looks to regroup, but she better not get too close to the table. Banging Ruby Riott off the table right here in front of us.
Natalya could be looking to end this one early. Send Riott crashing through the table.
You know, Renee, you know Natalya very well. You had mentioned earlier about her emotions. Can she channel those emotions here tonight?
I think Natalya is the utmost professional.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
1 second, Renee. Natalya looks like she's going to try to suplex Ruby through a table here. But Natalya's got to be careful as well.
Riott's hanging on for dear life. Ruby in a precarious position. Natalya.
Oh, and Liv Morgan goes through the table. She took a bullet for Ruby. Morgan through the table, but the match continues. And now Ruby Riott takes advantage.
That doesn't tell you about the friendship of the Riott Squad.
Ruby out here to check on her fallen teammate.
And they've called some more officials down to ringside as we take another look. Watch Morgan sacrificing herself, driven through the table by Natalya. But that has really become the MO of the group, the Riott Squad, all for one.
You can never question the bond of the Riott Squad, that's for certain.
Unfortunately, Natalya's gonna have to go this battle by herself. She's a one-woman battling just Ruby Riott tonight, but with the rest of the Riott Squad around the corners, it's trouble for her.
Let's call it what it is, Renee. I mean, Natalya's battling all three members of the Riott Squad in one way or another tonight.
Nice German suplex released by Natalya. And Sarah Logan, trying to introduce a table into the ring, and she paid for it. The table driven right into Logan's midsection.
The fact that Natalya's actually been in a tables match before, that's got to help her here tonight.
It was only a few weeks ago that the Riott Squad sent Natalya crashing through a table.
And now, Ruby driven into the barricade by Natalya.
You want to mess with my family?
Natalya obviously feeling the disrespect, looking to get even on behalf of her family.
Natalya's just been through so much the past few weeks, and with everything with the Riott Squad, and then of course everything going on back home, helping her own family heal and mend over the loss of her father. It's heartbreaking.
A tumultuous few months for Natalya.
And now Natalya setting up the table and looking to put Ruby away right here and win this table match with a wicked power bomb, but Ruby Riott fighting out of it. And again into the barricade goes Ruby. And now Logan as Natalya sidesteps. And Natalya gonna send Logan through the table. Morgan's out, Logan's out. Now we're one-on-one.
Natalya evening the odds.
Oh, it bounced face first off the apron.
Natalya took her eye off the ball just momentarily, and Ruby Riott's a dangerous competitor. You can't get away with those sort of errors.
Now Ruby Riott just looking to punish.
I want you to look at him. He's ashamed of me, Natty. He's ashamed of me.
The audacity of Ruby Riott to shove Natalya's face onto that table, emblazoned with her father. telling Natalya that Anvil is ashamed of her and then driving her into the steps.
Ruby Riott has absolutely zero empathy. It's disgusting. She should be ashamed of herself.
Ruby Riott has no time for anybody that doesn't support the cause for the Riott Revolution that she, Liv, and Sarah are trying to start.
And now, oh man, how humiliating would this be for Natalya if she's actually put through that table by Ruby Riott.
That's exactly how Riott wants it.
Be a terrible way to close out the rest of 2018.
Yeah, and you know, Ruby Riott has said before that when she throws Natalya through the table, that Natalya will be closer to her father than ever before. Just those gross, disgusting comments by Riott aimed toward Natalya in recent weeks.
Ruby spent a valuable amount of time at the table not actually cooperating.
Natalya sent back into the ring, and Ruby Riott just taking her time. She wants Natalya to suffer. She wants to traumatize Natalya here in this match. And look it.
Here we go.
Breaking just in time. Ruby Riott in time as well. And Natalya looking for a German suplex. Trying to send Riott through the table.
Ruby desperately trying to fight out of it.
How poetic would that be?
Pinning combination, not going to do much good in this one.
And just instinct there as
There we
Natalya
go.
now looking for a sharpshooter. And Corey, no tap out win here. But Natalya wants to make Ruby suffer and make Ruby Riott stare at that table with Natalya's father on it. Punishing, torturing Riott.
Ruby desperately trying to get out of the hold any way she can. Natalya has it cinched in deep. Wait a minute.
Trying to use the table to her advantage.
Very
Nothing that Ruby Riott hasn't thought about during this matchup.
incredibly clever maneuver by Ruby Riott. Sending the table off balance and crashing into Natalya.
Riott still suffering from the effects of the sharpshooter.
And Ruby spent a considerable amount of time in Natalya's submission move. Can Ruby fight her way back into this?
Who is going to gain the upper hand here in this tables match?
Already seen Liv and Sarah go through the tables.
And because of that, has become one-on-one, but can Natalya take advantage? Ruby Riott setting up the table. Natalya has not moved since the table hit her in the back of the neck moments ago.
Ruby now having a little trouble setting up the table on her own again. Dealing with hardware, tables and ladders and chairs, they don't necessarily cooperate.
They have a mind of their own sometimes. Oh, and Ruby Riott got caught by Natalya. Natalya now.
Look at the power of Natty.
And the table tipped over.
Smart move.
So Natalya just going to deliver pain with the electric chair. Corey, is this the way you expected this matchup to go?
I expected it to be brutal. I expected it to be hostile. It has been just that. And Natalya did a great job of eliminating Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan from the equation. I'm a little surprised Natalya's still in it this deep.
This is Natalya Neidhart. I mean, she's been put through so much. Her emotions are at an all-time high. Ruby Riott's been asking for this.
Ruby!
Well, that's all well and good, but that doesn't mean you're going to win the match.
No, but Natalya doesn't have any quit in her. That's something we've come to know from Natalya for the last decade over here in WWE. Pure tenacity.
Natalya bringing out a fresh table, and look at this! Natalya had something up her sleeve.
Mind games of her own.
And Ruby Riott has no idea what's in store for her. It's been a long time since you saw a smile on Natalya's face like that.
I guess turnabout's fair play. But Natalya still needs to get that table set up. keep Ruby Riott down long enough to do so, and then somehow drive Ruby through the table.
Ruby's been down for a little bit of time now. Natty gets the speed up there. She can get that table propped up, and Ruby's going right through it.
Oh, look at this. The jacket worn by her father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, when he was in the Hart Foundation.
The histrionics are all well and good, but that doesn't mean she's going to win the match. Ruby Riott's incredibly dangerous.
Oh!
And a kick right to the face of Ruby. You gotta love this attitude out of Natalya.
Natty's doing everything for her dad tonight. Natty always carries a piece of her dad with her no matter what, but now in this literal sense, I mean, how poetic.
Well, listen, it's a feel-good moment for sure, but Natalya still needs to win the match.
I cannot wait to see Ruby's reaction when she realizes that she's on that table.
You know what they say about payback.
Oh, now Ruby Riott.
Looking for the Riott kick.
Caught, though, by Natalya. Oh, Natalya almost driven through the table and a big kick to the face. And could that be all for Natalya? Could this be Ruby Riott's moment?
Ruby's been waiting a long time for this one. To say I told you so.
Yeah, and to put Natalya through a table. That Natalya made up for Ruby. Natalya, though, off the table, and Riott brought back into the ring and bounced off the table. Again.
Ruby Riott now in dangerous territory. What does Natalya have in mind?
Get up there, Natty.
And Ruby Riott, though, oh!
Kick connects. Ruby bought herself some valuable time here. Looks like she's gonna join Natalya up top.
Now again, Ruby Riott. Natalya blocked.
What power!
Oh, no.
Ruby in trouble. Natalya. Powerbomb through the table. Natalya wins.
Here's your winner, Natalya!
How good must that feel for Natalya?
What a moment. You know her entire family is watching from TV back home, keeping an eye on Natalya. This is unbelievable for her. It must feel amazing.
And appropriately, Ruby Riott sent through
I think Natty's taking that home as a trophy.
a table Natalya set up for her. Retribution tonight for Natalya.
Early on, the Riott squad would show their numbers force, but Liv Morgan sent crashing through a table, and then Sarah Logan would be the next to join.
Yeah, this evened things up for Natalya. Made it an even playing field, one-on-one with Ruby Riott, and Natalya was able to do this from the second rope. Ruby high above the ring, driven through the table with a power bomb. Natalya picks up the win, and the legacy of her father, the late great Jim the Anvil Neidhart, lives on tonight.
Look at that. Look at the glasses. The package is complete. What a moment for Natalya.
What a goosebump moment for Natalya.
Congratulations to Natalya here at TLC.